What's up, YouTube? I almost broke my freaking glasses again. Maybe I should put these things on my freaking face. What do you do? What is up? How are we doing? It is your boy Trey from Trey's Trades coming back again from the freaking live stream. This is episode number 71 of the Treyders podcast. Watching some AMC live price action today. Baby, this is looking pretty freaking filthy. We are up 4.24% on the day, and we tested $15 three times, dang near three times intraday here, and this is looking absolutely disgusting. So we got quite a bit to talk about, but guys, this is looking absolutely disgusting. I'm gonna go over the overall data, the Ortex data, the short volume percentage, the Stocko tracker, how many shares are available approximately, right? Just keep in mind that this is exchange reported data, and it does not take all of the data into consideration, and it is reported, quote unquote, right? So you don't know the entire picture. But nonetheless, what you're looking at right now is we broke underneath the VWAP, the volume weighted average price, and we're looking for a bounce off of this Fibonacci retracement zone. It pretty well came to fruition yesterday between this 50 and 61.8% retracement zone. So I drew up a box right here just to show you guys exactly what I'm looking for in terms of where we could get a possible reversal on this little bit of a small intraday sell-off that we're seeing here right now. But guys, this is absolutely disgusting, powerful freaking moves, and I'm absolutely loving it. So welcome to the chat. Everybody that's cooking with Crisco, Holy Toledo, Bob Saget, we are having ourselves a morning. Let's just look at the Ortex data. You guys can see that this is still being very, very freaking heavily shorted. The short interest is up almost 2% on the day. You have a net difference of about 2.57 million shares that have been total borrowed. So even still, with all of the freaking bullish moves, you've got shorts that are doubling down on positions here, even though we are dangerously close to that $14.50 level, and we're actually over it for a pretty decent amount of the day today. We got a little bit of a downtrend, and I think this is likely where you saw a lot of the shorting take place. And we can actually fact check this by looking at Stocko tracker and see this exactly, right? 100,000, 90,000, 1,000, 8, 0, 3,000, 0, right? They're eating them all up. Every single available share that they have possible for shorting is getting scooped up so freaking fast that these guys couldn't even pull their pants down fast enough to piss in the toilet. They're just peeing straight in their pants, my friends. This is extreme shorting. So I think that's likely what you saw here is they pulled whatever sort of ammunition they've got available to them to drag this down as much as they possibly could. But even still up 4.3% on the day. This is a second straight green day that we've had here in a little bit. And the daily candles, man, holy, this is looking disgusting. Disgusting. Oh, I gotta change the face cam. I'm sorry. My apologies. I didn't even realize. I had that so I could get the freaking thumbnail for one of the videos. There we go. That's a little better. My apologies. So that should be cooking up and good to go. But appreciate you guys letting me know. But nonetheless, guys, this is looking absolutely disgusting, and I'm absolutely loving it. So hopefully everything that I said, you guys understand and are cooking with. But my apologies. I made that bigger so I could screenshot and just make the thumbnail for the video I made this morning. But appreciate you guys letting me know. I should have looked at the chat. That's on me. I'll take the heat every single freaking day because I'm way too excited to even care about any sort of bad news. I mean, guys, you gotta pat yourselves on the back, right? Every single day that we continue to stack these green days and get closer and closer and closer is one day closer to Lamp having an OnlyFans, first off. There's another day closer to getting where we ultimately want to go. It looks like we might actually get a bounce out of this Fibonacci retracement zone between that 50 and 61.8% retracement on the grand scheme of things, and it's looking pretty freaking filthy. Last thing I want to talk about in terms of data, right? Well, I've got everybody here, we're all cooking with Crisco, is the overall short volume percentage. Now, the utilization has gone all the way back up to about 99.3%. If we pull this up on the actual Ortex chart, the graph, you can see that it's almost maxed out again. This small dip right here did not last very long. And even still, right, with all that freaking utilization that supposedly got eaten up, it's be sure that the freaking kingdom comes. 61%, 56, 57, 61, 60%. They're doing everything they can to hold this down. And even still, the bullish action on this is absurd. Absurd. I mean, this is looking absolutely disgusting. So that's what you got cooking up right now. We're coming up very close to testing out this VWAP, volume weighted average price. And you're looking for a break out of this descending level of resistance, right? So a hard break out of this descending level of resistance should bring you a pretty solid intraday push, right? That's what I'm anticipating. All that you're looking for is a minute candle that opens and closes above this descending level of resistance, followed by about 5 minutes of either trend continuation or consolidation. You just don't want to wick, right? You don't want this because that's not a true breakout. You want a continuation of trend or consolidation over that trend line to signify that we're beginning a new trend line. So this is looking absolutely disgusting, guys. pure freaking nuclear waste being laid to these hedgies. Absolutely with you guys. Disgusting. Tendy stash, you know what it is. So that's enough of that. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll get into this chat with everybody. I'll be here for about 30 to 40 minutes or so, and then I gotta go back to work. But just wanted to take the time that I've got right now to freaking jam out to some nasty price action. Guys, I'll tell you what, I was in my office watching the freaking price action a little bit, while I was doing some work, and just seeing this stuff, I was like, man, people must be going bananas right now. Because I was going absolutely nuts. I actually got one of my coworkers. His name is Henry. He's buying an AMC stock, man. So Henry, if you're ever watching, brother, I'm glad you hopped on the train. It's good to see you here, my friend. Absolutely. Your video of yourself is covering. Oh, appreciate that, man. Yeah, like I said, it's good to get that all done. Way to hustle, trigger Trey. Bam! Bob Saget now knows of his biggest fan. Dude, Trey's porn stash. I saw that on Twitter. That was the coolest thing ever. So if you're not on Twitter, we'll actually just show you this here really quick. This is one of the coolest things ever. Bob Saget actually put up a video giving props to the apes who are cooking with Crisco and rocking AMC stock. I'm not going to show you the video, but if you have Twitter and you want to check it out, it is on my profile. I did retweet it, and you can definitely watch it, but it's this right here. Holy Toledo, it's Bob Saget. And he shouts out the apes, and it is a really freaking cool thing to see. So shout out to Bob Saget, man. Bob Saget is one of us. You love to see it. Absolutely do. Thanks for streaming during your lunch break, Trey. Always, man. I'm going to try and make a habit out of it as much as I can. They're actually going to be moving me out of this hotel room, I think on June 4th, and I got to get an apartment. So I do still plan on, coming back. I just don't know what the time frame for that sort of stuff will look like for my lunch breaks, but I'll be coming either way, man. Either way. Please, can I have a light under the desk? I'm afraid of the dark. Absolutely, man. We can make that happen. I'll turn on my flashlight real quick. Hold on. Bam. Hey, now you shouldn't be afraid. Sitting at about $14.37 as it sits right now, 38 cents, coming up very close to that volume weighted average price, which is sitting at about $14.47. Looking at the level 2s, they don't look too rough. I mean, you've got about 3,300 shares to about 1,900 shares that are loaded up on the ask side of things on the level 2s, and this could easily be some shorting that they're trying to hold down the price. But the volume today is solid, 86 million in total volume. If you look at what we saw yesterday, there's about 111 million in total volume on the day yesterday. That's all that you saw, right? 111 million. We're already very quickly approaching that overall volume with about 3 hours left of the regular market hours. Coming up dangerously close to that 111 million. So I wouldn't be surprised if we end up rivaling that. Keep in mind that we went up over 10% yesterday, so it's not surprising that so far there's more volume that day. But we've still got 3 hours left, man. This is the lunch break lull. You've still got about 30 to 40 minutes or so where you could see a little less volume just because of that lunch break lack in volume. People are out eating. The big money's not really watching the computer screen. You know what it is. So we're still cooking, man. This is looking absolutely disgusting. Go over to Matt Coors and let them know Trey is live. Nah, you guys can keep watching, Matt. It's all good. As long as you got a place to call home, that's all I care about. CJ Noel, I appreciate that. Elijah says, hey, Trey, been holding since February. Got my car in SSC stolen last night. Maybe forced to sell my AMC. Any help from the apes would be appreciated. Elijah, man, well, I'll tell you what. If you want to drop any of your information, your personal information in the chat, if people want to help you out, they can definitely do that, man. But you're seriously in my thoughts. I apologize. Got my car stolen. Holy crap. That's wild. Jeez, dude. Well, you're in my thoughts, brother. You really are. Merch store, when? Wifey needs some ape gear. It's actually coming back up hopefully in the next day or two. So we got a lot of stuff taken care of. There's going to be a new website coming out, but for the time being, we're going to put that freaking Shopify back up, and you guys can check that out. Trey's Gorilla Gang, it's in the description box, but it will be live. I'll announce it when it's back up. It's just not been my priority. It's not been my top concern, mostly because I just want to give you guys exactly what you need, right? Merch store, I mean, it's a cool thing to have, and it'll always be there, but AMC is here now, right? So I've just been focusing the majority of my time on DD research, technical analysis, trying to up my game so I can give you guys more information and keep you guys calm and a place to call home. That's just super important for me. Beard or no beard, Trey? Mustache don't look good. No! I like it. It does me fine. Good seeing you, my man. What would be a good call option to play as my first ever? I need some non-financial advice. Ape advice. So if you want to play call options, just know that there is obviously risk involved, right? Whatever you put into it, if you're wrong, you can lose the premium unless you keep some of that intrinsic value and sell it at a loss. So just keep that in the back of your mind. But as it sits right now, what you're banking on with AMC sitting at about 1434 and starting to come back up towards that VWAP, volume weighted average price, which is 1450, you're banking on a clean break over $15, which is this next level of resistance in order for this to continue momentum, right? If it rejects off of 1450, ish, I don't think it will, by the way. I think it's going to get that nice clean move because we already got it twice now. But if it does, it could come back down to that $12 range, $12 to $12.80 range as it has last time. So if you want to play call options, you want to play off momentum, I think the best way to play it is you can do two different options, right? Give yourself a little bit of leeway, play some June 18th calls. That way you've got time, you've got runway. You won't make as much because the premium's a little bit higher and the gammas and the deltas look a little bit different. However, it's secure, right? You're still going to make more money than if you actually had stock. I would also advise that you have stock before you have options. I think 80 to 90% is probably the best way to play it, but it's entirely up to you. Either way, I think the $14 strikes as it is right now, the slightly in the money ones as a good solid option. And I think the $15 strikes slightly out the money is a good solid option. I would play probably, 60% of the in the money and 40% out the money if you want to play the most secure route that you possibly can in order to keep that intrinsic value in case you are wrong, in case it doesn't end up working out. So that's my personal opinion. That's my strategy, but you do what you want to do. Absolutely. Foxfire says, why do calls when you can just buy stock? I think it is the most important thing to buy stock. And it is important to remember that when you buy call options, it doesn't actually affect the stock price unless you're buying out the money call options that end up running in the money and they get hedged for by market makers, causing a gamma squeeze. But you can't have a gamma squeeze without first having people buy stock and having a large, consumption of stock over the market, right? So it's way more important that people buy stock than to buy options because you can't have a gamma squeeze if people aren't buying stock. So just keep that in the back of your mind. All right, Trey, I feel squeezy. So very, very squeezy. Silverback Pyre, good to see you here, brother. I can just smell those tendies. You know what it is. You know what it is, man. Absolutely. Someone's still using COVID as an excuse to not work. No, I'm working, man. I'm just on my lunch break. If you say happy birthday to my little brother, Chupa, my Virga, he turns 10 today. Well, happy birthday to Chupa, my Virga. I hope I said that right, my friend. And you're in the double digits now. So it only goes uphill from there. Soon you'll be getting your driver's license. You know what it is. SPY is dumping. Yeah, that's a little bit of a sell-off, and that's an increase in volume, too. So I would say that's a malicious, intent sell-off. I mean, when volume picks up like that on sell-offs, it's either A, shorting, or B, big money moving out, right? So those are the two kind of consequences and realities of when you see big dumps like this on the market. I wouldn't call it a freaking crash or anything, but it is a sell-off for sure. I mean, that's some pretty significant volume right there. AMC sitting at about $14.32, and I can almost guarantee you, sure as shit, the second that I log off of this live stream is when you're gonna see AMC go to freaking Fat Lemon Pepper Tendy Town again, Chicken Church, Kraken Kingdom. It's gonna be absurd every single time. Every single time. I swear to Christ. It always happens. Chupa. Wait, what does that mean? You guys are laughing. Now I gotta Google this. What does this mean? No! Oh. No! You freaking silly chickens! God dang it, Pop Saget! Oh, that was a good one. All right, you got me. Dang, I wouldn't have even caught that if the chat wasn't going nuts. I wouldn't have even caught that, Caesar. That was solid, man. That was solid. I'll give it to you. I can't do anything but laugh at that. That's good. Oh, dude, solid. You deserve a freaking. Oh, that's an A. That's an A. I give you an A plus. In terms of getting got, you got me, man. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. See, that's an example. Let that be the example of how to get got. I'll tell you that right now. That was good. Oh, geez. Sagan wins again. He sure does. If I can dime a hand to $400 per share, I can be debt-free and set for life. Should I practice on giving my notice at work? Yeah, man, write up something real nice and rehearse it. You don't want to mess that up. That's for sure. I have 2,700 shares at 898, says Mike. 4,000 plus cash balance, and I continue to buy 5 shares every time they dump for the past 2 days. Let's go. You know what it is, baby. Keep grinding. Where's Lamp? Lamp is right here, baby. Lamp's right here. So the Lamp from Oklahoma is in Oklahoma. It's got to stay there. I didn't take it back with me in the car, and you wouldn't be able to see it anyways, just by, the way that my camera's angled towards the wall. I don't want you guys looking at my bathroom every time I go to take a leaky weeky, but that's what you're looking at. My resignation will let her be grand. Absolutely. I do need an arrow. You're right. You're absolutely right. I got a little more sleep last night, for anybody wondering, by the way. Yesterday, I got or 2 days ago, I got about 2 hours of sleep. Last night, I think I got about 4.5, so I'm feeling pretty dang good. That is a step in the right direction. You guys should be very proud of how healthy I've been. Very, very, very freaking proud. Absolutely. Why is the borrow rate and days to cover so dang low? Well, I can tell you about the days to cover. The days to cover is super easy, right? So the days to cover is the relationship of short interest divided by the overall average volume for a given period of time, right? So if you're looking at the 3-month days to cover, it's currently sitting at about 1.33. And this would be the short interest divided by the 3-month average volume, right? Now let's just look at this on the 2-week. Obviously, it's going to be lower because the volume is picked up. So the reason this has gone lower is because the volume is higher over the last couple of days than what we've seen respectively over the last 2 weeks and the last 3 months, right? So that's why you're seeing that difference in the days to cover ratio. So that's kind of, my 2 cents on that. As far as the cost to borrow goes, I anticipate the cost to borrow went down because there could have been, this is a hypothesis, speculation, I can't prove it, right? It's just based on information that I've read online, based on information from different documents and different people who have done research. The share recall, right? So there could have been some loan recalling from the lenders who have lent out stock to individual members and borrowers, right? And if that happens, it means there's more available shares for shorting, which we saw got scooped up super freaking fast today, right? But that more available shares makes it less hard to borrow stock in a short-term period of time, right? Which can drop that cost to borrow a decent amount, right? So that's my hypothesis. That's why I think it went down. And also because if you look at the last couple of days, let's just look at this on a 5-day, right? Today and yesterday have been green, but before that we had a little bit of a sell-off, a little bit of a correction, right? And that is also going to drop that cost to borrow. So typically the more shorts that are in the red, the more deep, I shouldn't say in the money, but the more red they are, right? The more danger of them getting margin called and not having enough collateral is the more risky, right? There's higher cost to borrow for those sort of securities. And that's going to go back up, man. I can almost guarantee you that's going to go back up. So just keep watching. People are saying Microvision's going nuts right now. Should I check this out? MVIS up 9%. Woo! Yeah, baby. Look at you go, my girl Mavis. My girl Mavis doing the dirty. You love seeing it. You absolutely do. Maybe she'll get back up to this range eventually, but this is a squeezable stock as well. If you look at the overall Ortex data, Microvision has some pretty heavy short interest. First thing you're looking for is a break over $16, right? So watch for that clean break over $16. I mean, the momentum on this today is absolutely disgusting. This could very definitely do it. I mean, it could easily do it. It's just going to depend on if it gets that clean break over $16, because between that and, $31, not as much resistance. There's a lot of room to run after that $16 mark. So that's what I would watch for. Absolutely. AMC is sitting at about $14.25 right now. We could get a little bit of a George W setup. Now, what is a George W? If you're not familiar, this is a double bottom, right? So it just means that you have 2 times that you test a level of support with 2 bottom outs, and it bounces back up, looking for a break over the neckline, about $14.40. And then ultimately, you want to get that break back over the VWAP, the volume weighted average price, and this descending level of resistance. So that's what I'm watching for as it sits right now. Absolutely. Is 100K a share really possible? How would there be enough buyers at 50K, 100K, etc.? Help us noobs out, says Philip. Okay, so the theory behind a 100K, ceiling on AMC stock or floor on AMC stock essentially is the fact that there's unlimited losses that can be had by, hedge funds. You can have infinite downside in terms of how much you can lose for a short position. So hypothetically speaking, if every single ape on planet Earth that holds AMC stock decided they didn't want to settle until $100,000 and there was no other, person that they could sell the stock to and they have to buy back from, right? You've got yourself the potential for a really, really high amount of upside, right? But what I really want to preface, and double down on is that I just want you guys to make your own individual decisions, right? Don't let anybody on YouTube, Reddit, Discord, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you're reading about AMC stock, don't let them tell you when to sell, right? If you have the opportunity to make life-changing money, millions of dollars, right? Whatever it ends up being, just make sure you're taking care of yourself, feeding yourself, and walking away with an opportunity to really change your life and other people's lives, right? So that's the things that I wanted to say about that. Ghost, I see you in the chat, by the way, man. I would like if you send me a message on Discord. I really, really would. I want to catch up with you because I've been chatted with by a couple of people in Discord that we're kind of worried about you, man, and I'm worried about you too. I want to make sure you're okay. So I appreciate you as a person, and I want to be able to talk with you so that we can, just so I can catch up. I really want to make sure your well-being is okay, man. So that's something that, I saw you comment on one of my videos, and I just want to be able to get back to you, man. So shoot me a message on Discord. I love the chat. I really would. I want to make sure you're okay, brother. Thank you for streaming during your lunch break, my dude. Go get some Subway, I'm sure, on me. Apes Together Strong. Hey, you know what it is. You know what it is, brother. You know what it is. Absolutely. My daughter Zora was born last night. Bought more shares of AMC to provide her for her life free of the financial stress. To the moon. Hey, there you go. There you go. And congratulations to your daughter, man. That's freaking sick. That's awesome. Drop some gorillas in the chat for freaking Zora. That's a cool name. I like that name. I really do. I'm liking the ghosts in the chat, too. I'm liking those ghosts. CJ, appreciate that. Trey, I keep getting called a bot/shill because I say 500K is not possible. Why? Because that would put AMC shares at 2.1 quadrillion. Entire market and crypto included is 1.7 quadrillion. So the thing about, the market cap, right? So I've done the math. On if AMC were to hit $100,000, right? The current liquidity that is in the U.S. economy, the U.S. stock market, is sitting at about $49 trillion. Now, the market cap on AMC stock would be $45 trillion if it were to hit $100,000, right? Which is, 95% of the overall liquidity that's currently sitting in the stock market. Now, the thing about this too, and just think about this, how it sits, is most of these hedge funds and market makers, there's going to be some guys that go broke. There is, 100%. Like these guys, if they have to pay astronomical prices, are going to, first it's going to be hedge funds. Hedge funds will pay. This will fall back on the market makers or the lenders that lent out stock to these hedge funds so they can short it into the market. They'll have insurance policies. They'll have collateral, right? So they can pay money. And if they go broke, you've got the NSCC, which has an insurance policy, right? That is essentially going to spot money to go into the market to cover these different positions. So I'm sure some of this money, if this were to happen, right, is going to come from the U.S. stock market, right, the U.S. economy. But some of it's also going to come from the National, Security Clearing Corporation and from market makers and from money that's liquidity that's not actually in the stock market. So I'm not going to say yes or no to either. I think that the floor is the freaking ceiling as far as how high AMC stock can go. But that's just some of the math, right? Just so you can understand the significance of the difficulty, right? I think it's going to be extremely, extremely difficult. I'm not saying it's not going to happen to hit 100,000, right? I'm not saying anything. I'm saying it's going to be extremely difficult. It's going to take everything lining up exactly perfect. And we all know that. We all know that, right? That's absolutely what we're talking about. This is betting against the odds. When you're playing AMC stock, you're fighting against the man, and you're talking about, the reality of how freaking once in a lifetime of an opportunity this is. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity to see what AMC is doing right now, my friends. It 100% is. Hyaku Pasento. This is crazy stuff. Like, I don't think I'm going to see this again in my lifetime. Should we do a little bit of a bear trap? Lamp off, lamp on. Bam, bam, bam. Boom. One thing that I would like to say, though, is as long as apes support apes, right? We help each other out. We don't have to agree and have the same opinions on what's happening with AMC stock. We just don't want Cobas, right? We don't want people fighting against the cause. We don't want those people who have infiltrated the army saying, hey, like, you're stupid for this, you're stupid for that. This isn't the move, right? Ultimately, we just need to help each other out, even if we have different opinions, right? We just got to help each other out because that's what apes do, right? We hold each other up and it's apes together strong. Simple as that, right? Psychological warfare is 100% going to happen. Definitely. Rich Greenfield went private mode. You love to see it. Silly chicken. Oh, geez. All right, growing that stash just in case there isn't enough room on the rocket for everyone. Everyone needs a ride. Who wants a ride on the mustache, baby? Who wants it? Who wants to ride the mustache? I got you. Guys, do me one favor real quick. This is just my lunch break. If you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, just drop a like on the video, whatever you want to do. If not, I'm chilling, but it helps the YouTube algorithm, blah, blah, blah. I know the whole spiel. Whatever. That's the one time I'm going to ask during this live stream. All right. Trey, that picture of you with the mustache is awesome. You look like you're ready for some old-time fisticuffs. Dude, so that picture is actually from last summer. I can grow a pretty mean beard. I'm not gonna lie. I can grow a decent beard. It comes in a little bit red because I am half Irish, but it's a pretty decent beard. I'm not too mad about it. Instagram. Let's see if I can find it really quick. I think I've got a picture back here a little ways. Yeah, there she is. Red beard, man. Red beard. That's the way. That is the way. Waiting to see if we end up getting this George W setup right here. Looking at the level 2s, no huge level of resistance, but I anticipate 1450 has 7,000 shares, so that's the largest level, which lines up just a hair over that volume weighted average price. If you get a clean break over the VWAP, the volume weighted average price, all that you were looking for is that 1450 mark. It should come with it, right? You just want a wide range candle, something like this, right? This is an example of a wide range candle that gets followed through with volume. That to me is going to signify you got a clean break over that VWAP as long as you get trend continuation. So that's what you're looking for to get back over that volume weighted average price. You need to get that beard back? I know, man. Someday. It'll happen. We'll get there. We're looking for some more of the freaking boom boom candles. We just gotta wait and see what happens. We got a bottoming tail in this 1 minute, so that's good. A little bit of a sign of weakening in selling pressure, right? Typically what this means when you have a bottoming tail or a wick like that is sellers try to push the price down and buyers bring it back up because they don't want it at whatever significant level you're trying to bring the price down with the short sellers. Grow your beard back? I can't with my job, but I will someday. Tweeted you screenshot of some DD I did. Thoughts? I need your Twitter handle. If you give me that, I can help you out. Not to take away from AMC, I know time is short, but holy Toledo, our girl Mavis is moving on that Space Force new. Microvision is going stupid dumb right now. Up 15 to 1582, up 10%. I mean, that's nastiness. That is as good as it gets with almost no resistance. I mean, this is just as clean of a move as you could possibly get. Stash power. I can't have a mustache. That's true. We need some merch in Austria too. So you will be able to get the merch anywhere in the world. We just got to get that store back up and running. It's been down for a little while just because, to be honest with you guys, there's kind of two things. I feel a little bit guilty trying to, I feel guilty talking about AMC. And you guys are trying to scrounge together every single dollar you can to make ends meet, right? So you can pay your bills and also invest in whatever you want to do. And like, it feels weird for me to sell merch, and make money off of essentially just things that we've talked about. Like, it's just a strange concept for me. And I know I probably shouldn't feel that way. And there's actually some other business stuff that ended up, was the reason why we took that down. But it's kind of the reason why I've been slow to get it back up. If you want me to be real, right? I just feel kind of bad about it. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't care, but just is what it is. I try not to take advantage of people. I don't know. Whatever. It's why I have a hard time plugging. Like, I hate talking about my Discord. I hate talking about the Webull link. I hate talking about all that stuff. I'd rather just chill with everybody because I'm doing well. Like, I don't need it. I just don't. Everyone show beard pic. Let's do it. I'll show it again. Bam. Red beard. All right. Big fan of the Hubs and I love your videos. Next time you talk to Adam Aaron, you should suggest having screenings of Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Oh, 100%. Definitely. All right. Trey, WTF is up, dog. Have a good day. You too, Leo. I had a friend in high school that was named Leo. I did. This guy with a beard is up. No! Get out of here. Get out of here. I think I speak for everyone when I say thank you for your energy. Here's the lamps, OnlyFans to the moon. Guys, should I make a lamp OnlyFans? What do you think? Should we get that done? I didn't realize I was still on Microvision, so my apologies. Sitting at about $14.29, level 2's biggest level of resistance, currently at 1431. I'm not even going to draw that up. Because that is super easy to push through. I mean, these cell walls are nothing. These are freaking cracks. These are cracks in in Amsterdam. You're looking at cracks the sliver of a hair thick. It's just nothing. I was Trey speaking English. Weird stuff. Hey Trey, I have a $13 call for June 11th. It's up 52%. Would you keep or sell? So if it ends up retesting this 1450 mark and rejects and it sells out pretty hard, I would take profits, right? And you can always just rinse and repeat. If it comes up to $15 after a breakthrough 1450 and it rejects, you can sell, take profits, rinse and repeat. But if it breaks over 15, man, you just keep rocking until the trend discontinues and you can rinse and repeat with those call options. That's the whole purpose, in my opinion, of the call options, is to make money while you're waiting for AMC to go burn. That's my thoughts on it, Absolutely. Good thing you butchered. Oh, I know, man. No good. Mad are not gonna get me. I already got duped today. You mentioned that share count will include USA and Canada. Why not the rest of the world, which could be huge? Also, will fake shares be exposed at count? So from what I know, I don't have an exact answer for why they only take US and Canada. All that I know, from my understanding, right? Take some very heavy hints there. From my understanding, it's just all that they track, right? So all that they're tracking is US and Canada. It doesn't take into consideration Europe, Asia, Africa, lots of other countries in the world. So we could very, 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 very easily have a lot more retail investors. As far as exposing fake shares or the synthetics, right, which you can think of as naked shorts and failure to delivers, right, they might expose a small amount of them. We don't know if they're going to get everything. This is, from my understanding, take a big hint here. From my understanding, right, they're only going to show what they can definitively prove, right? They can't play the game of speculation. So if they can't prove exactly where these shares are coming from, the fact that they can see and tangibly, account for them, they're not going to say anything, right? So they're only going to expose what they know, right? But even if they expose something, right, they show that the overall share count is higher than it's supposed to exist, mission accomplished. It's as simple as that. At that point, you're looking at a legal body stepping in and making something happen. I mean, it's as simple as that. Can you please shout out my sister, Myra? I thought I was getting duped again. I thought I was trying to get got. But I will shout out your sister, Myra. Appreciate that, man. Shout out. For sure. Trey, turn me off. Then turn me back on. Trey's Lamp, OnlyFans. I love it. That's gold. Oh, jeez. By giving the people the $14.50 as prices where the squeeze should start is the same as giving a date. If it doesn't happen, then it creates panic. It gives hedge funds a price to scare people, at my opinion. Essential hard worker, I see what you're saying, right? But basically all I'm telling you, I think the difference between that and, overall, dates is the fact that this is just based on technical analysis, right? It's as simple as these are technical breakout levels. And so far, I haven't got everything right. I'm going to be honest. Like, I've gotten stuff wrong, and I'll own that, right? But I would say I've got a pretty decent batting average, just using technical analysis, basic trends, basic candles, basic 15 MA, 200 EMA. We've been able to predict, a lot of these moves that have happened. So just based on technical analysis, 1450, I would say 70-80% of the time, just based on this setup, you're looking at the opportunity for a hard push. And I think it's as simple as that. But I totally get your point, man. I understand where you're coming from. Maybe that's something that we shouldn't do, but I just try to give people as much information as I can because people want answers. I'm not going to set any dates. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to tell people when it's going to squeeze. I'm just saying, look, this is the next step. This is the confirmation box, the next box that we need to check. So, all right. Trey, give a shout out to my 8 recruits, Brian Dozenberry, Dan Sheff, and JP Party. We're rocking AMC to the end. Hey, shout out to all those guys, my man. Appreciate you stopping in. Absolutely. Have you seen the share float is 536 million from 450 million when it should be 43 million added? Really? Well, according to Webull, it says it's 448 million. So where are you getting that information from? Webull says 448, which makes sense from 417. Or at least more sense. If you have a link, I can check that out. But Webull is saying 448 million total share free float, which after the 43 million share at the market offering makes sense. Like that's not surprising to me. Ortex. Where in Ortex? Shares outstanding says 536 million. I'm trying to think. I don't really know. I got to be honest with you. Because that doesn't make any sense. Because the original shares outstanding should be about 450 million, right? So adding 43, you should have about 493 total million. So I don't know where they're coming up with that extra, extra 40 million or so shares. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. Matt knows. I'm gonna have to get a hold of Matt afterwards. I'm only gonna be on here for a couple more minutes, guys, but I am gonna shoot him a text and see what we can figure out. It sure is freaking piss, sure as it always gets. The last couple minutes that I'm gonna be live streaming is when you see this thing starting to make a little bit of a push. Look at this. The George W setup almost came picture perfect to fruition. That's looking pretty good. Coming up close to that VWAP, the volume weighted average price test. That's looking pretty decent. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a little bit of a boom boom candle. Not too freaking bad. That's what's up. But this is January. We're doing AMC. I have a contact at Project Veritas. Would you be interested about Citadel and their market manipulation? Yeah, that'd be freaking sick, dude. Send it my way. Send it my way. I'll drop my email here. I think that's what it is. That's my email if you want to check it out. I just dropped it in the chat bar. For business inquiries only, please, right? It's very, very important. That's for business stuff. So send it that way. I'll check it out. Coming up close to that VWAP, baby. All right. So I'm going to read through the rest of these just so that I can, get back to work. I don't want to miss any people that, that have sent me stuff, and I appreciate you immensely. It means a lot. Trey, I sent you a song I made on Twitter for the apes. I'll check that out, my man. Appreciate that. Hedge funds are dead cats. Absolutely. They're going down under. I cannot wait for the freaking market of the apes to come to fruition. I'll call Matt when I get off this live stream. I got to get off in a couple minutes here so I can go back to work, but I appreciate that nonetheless. Thank you, guys. Trey, all day. Can you make candles too with your products? Just green candles that smell like banana? Absolutely. You know what it is. Ortex found a huge miss. Is it that big? Ortex tweet. All right, we'll finish it off with this Ortex tweet, and then I got to head back. I'm guessing this is the one. Yes, sir. So that would have been as of May 14th, right? 94.58 million total shares shorted onto AMC stock, right? So that's looking pretty decent. We're coming up to that VWAP, man. A little bit of a topping tail. 43 million shares miss. I'm gonna have to call him. I'm gonna call him once I get out of here, and then I'll figure something out. But I appreciate you guys. I do gotta get back to work. I wish that I could stick around and figure this out. I apologize. I really, really do. Everybody that dropped me a super chat, it does mean a lot to me. But I just wanted to come in here and give you the opportunity to chat and do whatever you got to do. But I'll be back. I'm gonna do my evening video as per usual, and we'll be back and cooking with Crisco. So thanks to everybody that's tuned in. I appreciate you. I really do got to get back to work. So it means a lot. You guys carry on with your day. Huddle on. The ape army is freaking strong as it gets. Catch y'all in the next one. Much love and peace.